The game of the night was Game 1, Heat Celtics in the East Conference Finals. And let's take you right to the fourth quarter. Under 30 seconds to go in regulation, Boston is up 2. Where does Miami go for a bucket that they desperately need? They go to Dragic, who goes to Butler in the corner. Step back, 3 points. That's good. Now, game tied 106. Celtics are going to hold it for the final shot. Jayson Tatum would score 30 on this night. 3, 2, 1 for the ball game. It's no good. And so we're going to overtime at 106. 106. 30 seconds left in overtime. Celtics are down 1. Kemba Walker shot 6 of 19. He's struggling from the floor, but this is his patented little step back. Celtics take a 1-point lead. Ensuing Heat possession. Butler working on Tatum. Jimmy Butler would score 20. None bigger than these. Look at the body control and the strength. Plus the free throw. Heat a 2-point lead. 10 seconds left. Boston with a chance. Down those 2. Here's the play they'll be talking about forever. Jayson Tatum going to the hole. Bam Adebayo! Oh, he says, get it out of here. I don't even know how to describe it. Take another look. Watch his wrist. Watch the wrist of Bam Adebayo somehow getting up over the rim and stuffing Jayson Tatum in his place. He'd go on to win it 117-114 to the disbelief of so many who were there to see it. And you don't need me to tell you what a spectacular play it was. Let's let Magic Johnson tell you what a spectacular play it was. He tweeted, Bam Adebayo's block on Jayson Tatum's dunk attempt was the best defensive play I've seen ever in the playoffs. That's magic. Let's talk.
Magic Johnson just tweeted the best defensive play he has ever seen in a playoff game. When you hear
Magic.
that, what does that mean?
Yeah, Magic. Y'all hear that? Magic.
You know, you get on that big stage, you just got to make big plays, and I made a big play. And, you know, coming from Magic, that's a great comment from him.
That's why he's the heart and soul of our team, right there on the defensive end. He does everything for us. We love him for that. We appreciate him. I know that I damn sure do. But he was big for us all season.
Michael Wilbon last night after the game gave it the highest possible praise, that play. He said, that's pure Bill Russell. And there is nothing better you can say about a defensive play in the NBA than that. Timmy Legs, I know you put together some tape. That is an unbelievable block.
Yeah, it really was, and I think the way that play started out, Miami went basically to a 2-3 zone. They switched everything on the perimeter, and Bam had the luxury of being able to sit back and just see this entire thing in front of him. At first, he starts to go out because he thinks maybe Marcus Smart's going to come set a two-man game, but instead, once he sees Marcus Smart go to the baseline, Bam just lines up on the edge of the lane. Everything is in front of him. He's got the vision. Now he's just got to time it. And then the technique, Green, this is what I love about him more than anything. The fact that he goes with his left hand. Now, there's a lot of right-handed shot blockers that are going to go to their strong hand right there. And if he does that, his right shoulder and hip are going to have to rotate. He is absolutely going to hit Jayson Tatum in the chest with his body if he goes with his right hand. The fact that he went with his left enabled him to have just enough space in between the two of them that there was virtually no body-to-body contact, and then he timed it perfectly inside the rim. You can even see his eyes when you freeze it. He is looking dead at the basketball. And sometimes, shot blockers will come over and they're looking at the player as well, and they lose sight of the ball and they'll hit a guy on the wrist. There was none of that. So you can't ask for anything more in terms of timing, anticipation, and then the technique to actually pull that off and meet Jayson Tatum there at the rim. And I can tell you right now, there is nobody more shocked as we sit here right now than Jayson Tatum. I guarantee you he is still trying to figure out what exactly happened, because once he turned the corner and he cupped that basketball and he gets to the top of the square, he is not expecting anybody to go to that floor in the elevator and meet him where he took that basketball. So I think even as he wakes up this morning, he is still kind of wondering what exactly just happened with Bam Adebayo at the rim. Tremendous play.
No question about it. Perk, Magic Johnson said it's the best defensive play he's ever seen in the playoffs. Is it the best you've ever seen?
It's close, but Green, I got to give the block that LeBron James had against Golden State when they were down 3-1 in Game 7. I thought that block impacted one of the greatest championships of all time and in NBA history. But I will say, it's right underneath. Look, Bam Adebayo is very special. Very special. He could guard 1 through 5, and like Leg said, as a shot blocker, most of the time you go with your dominant hand, your right hand. For him to block that shot with his left hand with the game on the line was very special. And here's another thing. This shows the makeup of that Heat culture. Those goons from from Dade County that I tell you about that get it out the mud. They're not afraid of embarrassment. Bam didn't care if he got dunked on. He knew that he needed to make a winning play. He knew that he needed to sacrifice himself and go and block that shot. Whether or not he blocked it or not, he did, and that's the makeup of this Heat culture. They're not afraid of embarrassment.
Absolutely incredible night in the NBA's bubble. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.